Hello again, my favorite kindergarten crew. It is again your friendly kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Marinucci, here to teach you what is in our next lesson for math. Yesterday we talked about using addition sentences, and we talked about making sure that we have a plus sign and an equal sign to bring two numbers together to give us our sum, which is how much it equals. Today, our focus is going to be using those addition sentences that we talked about yesterday to tell addition stories. And I'm going to use the screen that you're seeing now to assist with that, and pay close attention because this screen that we're looking at right now in this video is going to help you on your seesaw activity later. All right, so when you're looking at this picture, you can see a bunch of groups of animals. I'm seeing some cows, some horses, some sheep, some birds, cats, and dogs. And today we're going to focus on the cows first. So I'm going to click on them so that we kind of tune all the other animals out. And if I were to tell a story about these cows, I could look at it and say, okay, what is the same about some of the cows? What's different? There's a lot of different ways that you could look at this picture. Some of you might notice that this cow is laying down and the rest are standing. Some might be seeing that these cows are eating grass and the others are not. And then we got one lazy guy up here. He's snoozing. You can tell by all the little Z's coming out. So we've got one sleeping cow and the rest of the cows are awake. So those are a couple of different examples that we could use when we tell our story. I'm going to use the example in this one about the cow that's laying down versus the cows that are standing up. So if I were telling a story, I might say, one day I walked on to the farm and I saw some cows. I noticed that some cows were standing and some cows were laying down. When I counted, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows standing and 1 cow laying down. 6 standing cows plus 1 cow laying down equals 7 cows altogether. So that's how I used this picture to tell me an addition story about the cows. Now I'm going to unclick here and you're going to see a lot of different animals. You're going to see the horses, the sheep, the dogs, the birds, and the cats. And I'm not going to tell you an addition story for every single one of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the pages that you're going to be completing on Seesaw. Okay, so let's look at our pages. There's a couple of them here. So they give you the example with the cats here, which came right from the same screen that I just showed you. There's 1, 2, 3 cats. And they used the addition sentence, 2 plus 1 equals 3. So maybe what they were looking at was that there's 2 cats who are awake and 1 cat that's sleeping. That could be a story that I could tell about this picture. Maybe there's 2 cats without stripes and 1 cat with stripes. 1 cat standing and 2 cats that are not standing. So there's a lot of ways you could tell this story. I'm going to pretend that they did the sleeping cat versus the cats that are awake. So when I walked into my backyard, I saw 2 cats that were awake plus 1 more cat that was sleeping. Together, I saw 3 cats. All right, so that's how this little green monster came up with his number sentence. That's what I'm imagining anyway. And now you are going to go on to Seesaw and you're going to look at these next couple questions with the horses, the dogs, the birds, the cows, and the sheep. And you're going to tell me a number sentence that matches a number story that you've created. Okay? So that is your job for us today. When you're done, make sure that you double click and hit submit so that your teacher can see what you're doing. Keep up the good work, everyone. We miss you.